but the goddamn supporting cast that he has, you know, in basketball, as I've come to learn, is all about runs.
So Shannon Sharpe just dropped this incredibly vulnerable moment about authenticity in sports media, and it's actually revolutionary. This comes right after his ESPN departure, where corporate constraints clashed with his unfiltered style. We're seeing why his approach matters for sports commentary. Let's break this down.
Your starters aren't in. How well can you maintain and keep a goddamn lead before them big dogs come back in?
This hits different in today's media landscape where every take gets scrutinized and sanitized. Most analysts stick to safe, vanilla commentary to protect their brand deals. But authenticity actually builds stronger audience connections. Look at how his Nightcap podcast exploded precisely because he drops these real moments.
Goddamn Castle, Vassal, Fox.
Vassell.
Vassell. I said it wrong?
Yeah, it looked like it should be Vassell, but it's Vassell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, them boys play some good ball.
Leaving ESPN was the smartest career move he ever made. Traditional networks demand sanitized content, but podcast audiences reward realness. Look at Joe Rogan's Spotify deal. Controversy plus authenticity equals massive revenue. Being the villain pays better than being vanilla.
When it comes to Wemby, obviously playing the Spurs, is Wemby in the same type of situation like Jokic? Like there's really nothing you could do. You just gotta hope you can contain the other four players on the court because he's gonna get his no matter what you try to do.
This is exactly why Nightcap dominates the sports podcast landscape. Most shows discuss the same trades and stats, but discussing taboo topics creates water cooler moments that traditional media can't touch. It's programming differentiation through fearless transparency.
That's dangerous there, Joe, because you go down 0-2 in the hole, and then you come home in that third game. Now you got the pressure on you where you got to show up and you got to play. Shoot, ain't really too much gauge you need to do, boys.
He's giving people permission to reject performative culture. Cancel culture thrives when people hide their authentic selves. His success, while being completely unfiltered, proves you can build bigger audiences by refusing to apologize for who you are.
One day, Detroit is going to have to play Detroit basketball. Hey, because them goddamn Magic, I had a few Magic fans. I'm not sure what I said on the show, Unc. Well, I don't know if I had picked Detroit to win the finals. I was talking trash. They cussing me all out on Twitter and on X like, yeah, don't talk about my Orlando Magic. No.
This emotional range proves he's not just manufacturing controversy for clicks. Real tears over his daughter combined with wild personal stories shows genuine complexity. Shock jocks are one-dimensional. Authentic personalities have multiple layers that keep audiences engaged.
Before you talk about the Suns and not getting them, I know the Thunder won. I just want to ask something about SGA real quick, Joe.
Go ahead.
You always talk about him being able to get to his shot. Now, I understand the regular season. In the regular season, because he's so good at manipulating defenders, doing what he does, getting to a spot, getting the jump, running into him. I get it. I get getting the whistle in the regular season. But in the postseason, getting the whistle at that same rate, to go 5-18 and still, come on, Joe. Am I missing something?
His musical knowledge adds serious credibility beyond sports takes. Most media personalities stick to narrow expertise lanes, but discussing soul classics shows cultural depth. Lenny Williams and Teddy Pendergrass aren't casual references. That's real musical literacy.
You say beat the Celtics, you mean like beat him in one game, maybe two games?
Yeah.
Not the series.
I mean, even to make it competitive.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, damn, winning the game, make it competitive. This wasn't competitive.
Yeah, Uncle, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but this is what you expect. This is what you expect from a Boston Celtics team in round one, in game one. This is what you're expecting to look. Even with Embiid, if Embiid was playing, obviously offensively things changed for goddamn Maxey and is it not Oubre? Who's the other one? Brother Paul George. Everything changes. Because spacing changed because Embiid takes up a lot more of the paint, and he ain't really moving like that. So even if Embiid was playing, they still losing like this.
Those artists built careers on emotional vulnerability, exactly his media strategy. Bobby Womack singing about heartbreak, Teddy Pendergrass being completely open about desire. Classic soul required authenticity to connect with audiences. Same playbook, different medium.
It's gonna be hell to compete with them goddamn Celtics, Uncle Joe. Goddamn Tatum had 25. Jaylen Brown had 26. Pritchard came off the bench and gave you 12. Hauser had 12. Quetta had goddamn 13. Derek White had 10.
These aren't manufactured celebrity hobbies for Instagram posts. Harley Davidson rides, cigar collections, motorcycle garages. He's sharing real weekend details that most public figures would never reveal. Genuine lifestyle content builds deeper audience connection than any PR strategy.
That would never change. Okay. Now, when it comes to forward on, I mean, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, Marvin Harrison, I mean,
Julio.
Chris Carter,
Tim
Brown, I mean, it changes tremendously, and depending on who you ask, 4 to 10, it'll be different.
That pastor reference reveals his philosophical foundation. Open-mindedness about new experiences, whether in sports analysis or personal life, keeps him intellectually curious. Most commentators repeat the same takes for decades. Growth requires willingness to try different approaches.
I'm trying to show people it's okay to say how you really feel. It's okay.
Everybody
ain't. I don't care nothing about what nobody say about me. I don't care about what nobody think about me. I've always been me. I've always been very blunt and open.
Yeah.
You can hate me. I love being. Hey, Joe. I love being the villain, Joe. That's me. That's my role.
This authenticity matters more now that he's settled with ESPN and has complete editorial independence. No corporate filter means we get genuine analysis instead of manufactured takes. When supporting cast evaluation comes from someone with no agenda, it carries actual weight.